Happy Saturday, Connect family. Welcome to the Connect Network TV. You are watching Major Impact on the CW. I'm your host, Terry Cowles, and I'm here with my beautiful co-hosts, Ellie and Aquania. Hey, ladies, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Happy Saturday, ladies.
Happy
Y'all
Saturday.
look good.
Oh, I'm so excited because we are still celebrating Women's History Month as we move into spring. Yes. With all of the flowers blooming, it's the perfect time to talk about growth, right, ladies?
Yes.
What about you? What are you focused on growing right now? Or what have you grown recently in your personal and professional lives?
Look, I'm working on growing some work-life balance. Come on, somebody. Some self-care, some carving out some time. No, we are entrepreneurs and we have vision and purpose, and you can get tunnel vision sometime on just growing your brand. And so this is the soft life season, okay, where you have that work-life balance. How about you, Miss Ellie?
Well, I'm definitely focused on growing this baby in my tummy. So that's the number one thing. But I would say in addition to that, I totally agree. You know, the balance. This is my first time being pregnant as a business owner. It's very different. And I'm really focused on how am I going to take care of my business, which is my baby, but also make space for this coming baby as well. So it's an exciting time. I'm doing things I've never done before, but that's what we do as ladies. We work it out. We figure it out. So it's going to be good.
That's so awesome. And I'm growing this money and my real estate portfolio in the process of closing on my next hotel and recently just raised $1 million in 1 month.
You better go ahead. You better go ahead, queen. Okay.
So exciting.
Work, honey. Not many people can say that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm excited. And it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of new hotel investors to explore this way of making money through commercial real estate. So I'm excited to teach more in the future.
Well, sometimes personal growth means unlearning and relearning ways of being. And according to a licensed marriage and family therapist, Abrielle Farrow, she is coming to have a discussion about living life on your own terms, ladies. And I just love that.
I totally agree. Changing old habits is one of the most effective ways to demonstrate growth. Speaking of growth, I have to talk to you guys about how I connect with my family about different opportunities. So I'm curious, Ellie, how do you talk to your family about grant opportunities?
Yes, you know what? This is such an important topic because we are in March going into April and the grants are granting, okay? Like the money is moneying. There is so much opportunity out here for grants for women, grants for all entrepreneurs, especially minority-owned businesses. And if you are watching this and you're in a season of growing your business, I really want you guys to understand how important it is to be able to grow your business without debt. I have a couple that I want to share with you that are actually due in the next week or two, y'all. So we've got to get to work right away. But for all of my, cosmetologists, my beauty entrepreneurs, people who are in the service-based business, the NAACP is partnering with L'Oreal to give a $10,000 grant to 20 different entrepreneurs, y'all. So this is $200,000 up for grabs, and it is due on the 29th. Now, that same grant is also available for our Latina ladies, okay? So they're offering it to Black-owned businesses and 20 more for Latina-owned businesses. Every single month, there's a $10,000 Amber grant for women. So that's due on the 31st. And you can apply to that year round. The last one I want to share with you guys is a $25,000 grant for all minority-owned businesses, right? This is a big bag. This one, you have a little more time. It's due on April 12th, but this is called the Boss Ventures Grant. So I'll make sure that you guys have the links for these. You can also go straight to my Instagram, Ellie Talks Money. The link is in my bio to find all of these. And get these grants, ladies. What about you guys? Have you guys applied for grants in your business?
Absolutely. I have used grants to support my podcast and also to support my business. And most people don't even realize that you can get grants for podcasting. But I love the fact that it was money we could use to buy equipment, to pay for recordings, and to get those episodes out so we could impact and influence more people. So I definitely am a fan of the free money to fund your biz.
Listen, there is plenty of money out there. You just have to know where to go, like in our first hot topic. So let's get into it. So did you ladies hear about the intern who raised $400,000 in a GoFundMe account? Come on, somebody. Made for a homeless man she met while shopping. Did you guys hear about this?
I literally did. That is such a heartwarming story. And it was all on TikTok. I mean, it was like, and the thing is, y'all, that money, they raised it in like 24 hours from one viral video. I mean, it just goes to show the power of social media.
I love good stories like this because it reminds me on why GoFundMe was created. And I definitely think this is what it's for. And so I love when I see stories where we can help people in our community and we're putting money towards people that can live a better life once they receive it. So go her, the intern, DC intern, I'm so proud of you, as well as the individual who will benefit from the proceeds.
Now listen, y'all. So we're all excited, and you took the words out of my mouth, the power of social media, but there's a little bit of a plot twist, okay? So apparently the young college fashion student met the homeless man while shopping and offered to buy him some tea, but ended up buying him medicine as well as paying for a hotel, y'all, for the older gentleman to stay in for the night. Ultimately, she started the GoFundMe, which generated over $400,000. However, GoFundMe is refusing to release the money due to the look at Cody's face, due to the older gentleman's criminal history. So it seems that he had a lengthy criminal history, ladies, and now they're not releasing the money. So what do you think about this? Where should they release the money?
I struggle with this though, because he has a past. Who doesn't? We're not 100% guaranteed to know what he's going to do with this money if he received it today, because the Lord changes people on a daily basis. That's all I have to say to that. But if need be, it should go to an organization that helps the homeless. That's what I would do.
That's good.
Yeah, when I learned that they weren't going to release it, I don't know. I just went through a wave of emotions because yes, we don't know his history. We don't know what he's going to do with it. But, you know, everyone has an opportunity to turn a new leaf. And this is $400,000 that was given by people. I donated to it. And for me, if I'm saying I still want you to give this man his money despite his past, I think GoFundMe should take into account the people who gave the money. It's really our money, right? GoFundMe is not losing anything by just transmitting the money. So I don't know, but I just say I hope he gets a good lawyer. It sounds like that's what he needs, is a lawyer.
Okay. 100%, because it's like, what is a small print? And just like you said, even if we put stipulations, think about like a trust, all right, it has to go to housing or it has to go to job development. There's so many more ways to handle this where he can still be benefited, or like you said, go into maybe like a homeless shelter, but just to refuse, are you going to give the money back to people who donated? Like that can't be the end of it. So we will see. Stay tuned.
Yes, y'all. Well, here's a hot topic that I'm sure you ladies have heard about. So the internet, oh Lord, the internet is in an uproar about Drya. Okay, the 39, emphasis on 39-year-old reality star is having a baby by 22-year-old Houston Rockets star Jalen Green. Drya announced she was having a baby girl on an Instagram carousel during International Women's Day of all days while sharing her pregnancy photos. Her announcement was met with some harsh backlash because of the age gap. While some fans questioned if the response would be the same if the age gap were reversed, you know, we could talk about that. What do you ladies think? Is there a double standard when it comes to the age gap?
100%, because when I saw this break on social media, I was just happy for the couple. I'm not in their relationship, but babies are a blessing and I'm here to welcome them. And I definitely feel like if the roles were reversed, nobody would blink an eye. They'd be like, oh, that's so cute. He got a young little thing and they about to have a baby.
Listen, but you know what? I love how you're so like open about things, because no, this is ghetto. I am not here for it. No, I definitely was one to comment like, Drya, girl, this, because you know what? The boy is the same age as her son. And for me, that's where it just is like, Drea, you gotta do better, you know. And if it was a man, yes, men date younger all the time, and we still give them a hard time. But I think the fact that this, you know, Jalen is the same age as her son, I don't know, something about that just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So people were in the comments, people were calling her a predator. People were saying that she's securing the bag because apparently she has other kids by athletes. So they're like, oh, she secured the bag for 18 more years. And people were even saying, I wonder how long before he's on child support. And they were like,
oh yeah,
you know,
oh yeah.
So it's a lot of backlash. But I would say that the thing that kind of impacted me the most is what you said, Ellie. I have my oldest son is 26. I would never, you hear me? Because
we had to fight. Me and her would have to fight.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, as moms, especially if you're a boy mom, hey, I'm a boy mom, I have 3 boys. I feel like we are the first example of a woman to them. And so, you know, I'm cognizant of how I move because of, you know, what that may say, you know, to my son. So that's a lot. There's a lot going on there.
Child, we'll see what happens. I just don't like being in people's business like that.
I love that.
we need somebody warm and soft and fuzzy on the show, love. Okay.
Yes.
Don't go far. We are taking a short break, but when we get back, we have entrepreneur and therapist Abrielle Farrow, who is here to help you live in your truth. Stay tuned.
If you are ready to keep your hair, scalp, skin, and lips hydrated this season, our vegan and gluten-free all-purpose moisturizers are just for you. Carefully formulated with fine ingredients to purify and nourish the skin and scalp at the same time without harsh chemicals. Shop It's Made For Me today. The end result will be strong, healthy hair and smoother, softer, clearer skin.
Give me that faith. Give me that fashion. 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 Welcome to the house of faith and fashion.
Goodbye to signs of aging and inflammation caused by an imbalance in the trillions of microbes on your skin's microbiome surface. The Dermabiome Collection by Green Beauty is a groundbreaking blend of science and nature designed to restore your skin's delicate ecosystem and soothe skin irritation, offering a one-of-a-kind solution not found elsewhere on the market. Green Beauty, changing lives, one face at a time.
And welcome back to Major Impact. Today is all about growth. And right now, we have entrepreneur, speaker, licensed marriage and family therapist. She is your therapist friend, Abrielle Farrow. Welcome to the show, Abrielle. Thank you for coming, love.
Hello.
Me.
Yes, we are so excited. I can't wait to hop into this conversation. So let's get right into it. I'm so glad you came during Women's History Month because as a young woman with your own business, I want you to tell us, please, a little bit more about your past. Where did you develop your passion for psychology?
Absolutely. So I am from Savannah, Georgia. Currently, I am in the metro Atlanta area. But the meantime, in between time, I went to Valdosta State University, where I received my undergraduate degree in psychology and my master's degree in marriage and family therapy. The thing that got me with marriage and family therapy is it has the heart of the problem isn't inside of you. The problem isn't outside of you, but it's the relationship in between. So if you can imagine feeling like, oh, the anxiety is in me, where do I go from there? Or the anxiety is outside of me. How do I control that? It is about the relationship in between. So I was like, okay, marriage and family therapy, sign me up because it just opens so much space.
All right.
Yeah.
We love that.
I know. And I'm excited because I was born in Savannah. So as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, we should be friends. Oh. So now that you own a private practice, tell me more about what inspired you to start Transparent Truth Counseling, because I love the term.
The Lord told me to do so. This was nothing I would have done on my own, just knowing my personality, but the Lord showed me that I can step out on faith. So Transparent Truth Counseling Service is activated faith, literally every single day. I have a life motto of being transparent and living in my truth, because even before I became an entrepreneur, even on social media, I made it my business to show what's real, because so many people are killing themselves, are going through by themselves, are being isolated because of what they think is true.
I love that. You know, transparency is so important. It is so key, especially to healing, right? So I'd love to know more about what services you offer at Transparent Truth Counseling.
Yes, so I offer one-on-one services for women who want to overcome perfectionism, people pleasing, and problem solving, aka fixing. And this is how we live life on our terms. And so that is one of my services. I also offer a workshop called Wind Down and Level Up, allowing yourself to feel and heal. And what happens in this workshop is that I teach the functionality of feelings. I also now, which is new, speaking engagements. This is a stretch. So this is a new thing for me. So speaking, also supervision and case consultations with my fellow therapists.
Wow, that is amazing. I love the wind down, and you know, that just sounds fantastic. You also spoke about unlearning and relearning habits. So what does that mean? I want to tap into this topic a little bit. And what are some habits that you would say we need to unlearn right now?
I believe that the way we govern ourselves is influenced by our family, our culture, our society. We take on these narratives that we kind of don't choose sometimes, but it's given to us. And then after a while, it starts to be too much, and we're like, hey, this doesn't work for me. The strong Black woman, it was cool when we first got into it, but listen, it doesn't work for me. And so I have to learn where this came from, unlearn that, and then relearn a new narrative that actually serves me. So that's what that looked like. The things I think that we have to unlearn, not asking for help, it's almost like it takes a dig at who we are in some type of way, but we have to ask for help. So that's one of the things I would say. Pushing away our feelings. We typically, women, we're doing it all. We're trying to overlook the anxiety. We're trying to overlook the overwhelm. But again, our feelings are here to serve us. So that's something that we will have to come out of. And lastly, being harsh on ourselves. We are our worst critics. We can give everybody else grace, but when it comes to us, we don't call ourselves all kind of names in the book, right? And so we really have to be able to show ourselves that self-compassion.
I absolutely love. So let me tell you that I absolutely love that the foundation of your practice is in transparency, especially in the social media age where your perception is not always reality, that pressure. And so what can we all do right now to experience growth and clarity?
For both those things, we have to stop being who we pretend to be.
You better go ahead.
We have to stop. Yeah, we have to go away from being who we pretend to be. But and it's not that we intentionally pretend to be this way. It's that it's safe that way. Yeah. So if I come to a space of authenticity, that's gonna stretch me a bit. That's gonna give me some growth. That's gonna give me some clarity, right? Because it's gonna show so much opposition because you've been so a certain way for so long. So this is gonna make me pivot a bit so I can be who I actually am.
I love that. So powerful.
Yes. And I'm super excited for you. And I really want our audience members to connect with you and learn more about your program and services. So can you let us know, are you accepting clients outside of Georgia right now?
In a sense of speaking and workshops, but one-on-one sessions, it would have to be in Georgia as I'm licensed in Georgia.
And what's the best way for everyone to connect with you?
My social media is Abrielle_LMFT. That's both IG and TikTok. Also, my email is Abrielle@transparenttruthcounseling.com, and my website is www.transparenttruthcounseling.com.
So real quick, can you give us some last tips for women who are balancing so many different hats and how they can not feel the pressure to do it all?
All right. So you do not want to balance. You want to prioritize. You do not have to put your efforts in everything at the same time. Prioritize. You want to prioritize your humanity. You are not a machine. And you also want to recognize that your value is not in what you do, it is in who you are.
You better go ahead. Look,
That's beautiful.
That's exactly what we needed. That's what we needed. Well, Abrielle, thank you so much for coming. We are so excited to, further connect with you. Thank you for your insights. And we know where we can find you now because you shared your website, your Instagram with us. So for our listeners out there, definitely connect. Don't move. Up next, we have Lundon Knighten with our weekly entertainment news, my favorite part. You do not want to miss the tea, so stay tuned.
95% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. It is sad. And one of the number one reasons is because of the lack of capital. Hi, winners. My name is Terry Kauser, and I'm a credit expert. And I specialize in helping entrepreneurs and investors leverage their personal and business credit to get $100,000 and more in funding super fast. I can't wait to share with you on The Connection.
Creator Lundon Knighten, and I have new music out. Yes, go now to wherever you stream and listen to your music and search Lundon Knighten, Lundon.
Back to the Connect Show TV, major impact on the CW. We've had an amazing show so far, all about growth and just in time for spring 2. But we cannot part ways without giving you some Lundon Knighten tea. So welcome to our entertainment contributor, Lundon Knighten. Hey, girl.
Ladies. Yes, strike a pose, all of you. Now, I'm sure you all have had hell of a weekend, so I'm going to be quick. Protesters recently stood outside of the Capitol as President Joe Biden gave his State of the Union address. In my opinion, I feel like he held it down, spanning the gamut across matters affecting the quality of life for Americans, despite your political affiliation. Now, one of the phrases he used, which I love, was, "You can't only love your country when you win." As a resident Sour Patch Kid who didn't even want to take a second place trophy, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying, so I could get jiggy with that. He reminded us of the January 6th insurrectionists, stating that, these people in their actions were not being patriotic and that we once again have to, as Americans, decide, how we want to be viewed on a world stage. He also, touted his accomplishments for Americans under his presidency thus far and affirms that he will continue being the president for all Americans if reelected. Now, without, telling us too much or showing any cards, ladies, did you watch?
No.
Hey.
But you know what? I will check out the highlights. Me and my dad are the ones who talk politics, so I'm sure he watched it, and I'll definitely check out the highlights to see, what was mentioned. I'm curious to see if he talked about immigration at all or any of those topics. So
I was waiting for the hot tea because honestly, I'm just so over what's happening right now. I'm just going to pray for everybody and be done with it.
I watched for us, and it was he spanned the gamut on all matters, even immigration. But at some points, I did want to pat his back as far as that teleprompter was going on. But outside of that, thumbs up from me. Now, moving on to that hot spicy tea. Actually, we can add a jalapeno to this margarita for the spicy tea. This is about to be. Now, ladies, we're discussing Matthew Rife. If you guys are familiar with him, now he's known for his self-produced Netflix special in 2023, Natural Selection, as well as other self-produced comedy specials. He's had OnlyFans, Matthew Stephen Rife, Walking Red Flag, etc. And he's just a beautiful man to look at. But he is taking legal action against another fellow comedian, guys, because Comedian Nima Yemeni has alleged that he and Matthew were once brought into a meeting with two Hollywood executives who said they would grant them fame as well as fortune in exchange just for a little fellatio. Yes, y'all heard me correct, the mundo. But who knows, ladies?
It's giving Diddy vibes.
Yes, it's getting deep.
Oh my God.
Listen. Is it personal, or does it fall under like Harvey Weinstein-esque matters that need to be exposed?
All I gotta say is Cat Williams said it first.
Listen,
that Cat Williams interview, he said, "Don't act like you didn't sign deals with the devil when you signed deals with the devil." And he mentioned that in Hollywood, there are some big time execs who ask for sexual favors in exchange for fame and celebrity. And he's always exited stage left.
I hope just all this is not true. I'm tired of hearing about it, y'all. Like, did anybody just have fame just based on their talent? OMG.
I'm wondering myself, and this is not to seem homophobic or anything of the matter. Your personal life is your personal life. But I do draw the line in the sand at, if you're forced or feel forced to do any lewd or sexual act, personally.
It's not worth it.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's true or false. I don't know. There's, three sides to every story. But what I will say is what he is describing is known to happen in Hollywood. How about that?
Lastly, ladies, on the home front, do you guys remember the $2 billion arena and entertainment plan that was set to take our nation's Capitals and Wizards across to Virginia to Potomac Yards? Well, it looks like there's a pin in the plan thus far, because, even though Governor Glenn Youngkin, he tooted that the bill would generate $12 million for Virginians without even increasing tax rates. But, however, Senator Louise Lucas, she has been blocking him left and right, and seemingly single-handedly. I don't know how one person can block a bill or plan from going through, but looks like she has the power. And to her defense, she's basically saying, she doesn't want to contribute to adding funds to billionaire pocketbooks. She stated in an interview, if they want the bill, make them pay for it. And hashtag she said what she said. And Mayor Bowser just, gave us her new plan to possibly have them remain in the city anyway.
Thank you so much, London, for being here. Thank you to our guest, Ariel, and a special thank you to all of you out there at home for watching. But before we let you go, London, how can people find you and connect with you?
You guys know you can catch me here live on the Saturdays on the Connect Network TV and across the Connect Network, as well as keep up with me because I'm having a show at the Wharf, at the Barton, Brighton, Southwest. Yes, come have some fun. Check out my music at Lundon Knighten, LUNDONKNIGHTEN. I'd love to see your faces.
Thank you so much. Please go listen. If you want to watch past episodes of Major Impact, head on over to theconnectshow.com to binge watch past episodes Netflix style. And we will see you next week, same time, same place.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.